Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Warframe. I'm your host with the most, as always, Francois878, and today we're going to be talking about the new tactical alert. It's not really a new tactical alert, it's more of like an expansion to the last tactical alert. It's Phoenix Intercept Escalation. This basically ramps up the difficulty for Phoenix Intercept. It's basically the same tactical alert. It is a 5-wave interception with level 100 to 150 enemies, with a conclave rating of 400, and you can still only use heavy-bladed melee weapons. This tactical alert was an absolute nightmare. You definitely need to find a group of people, either in your clan or in recruiting, that are like-minded and know what they're doing, because you will fail miserably if you don't. This does something that I don't like, and it's artificially make the game difficult. I don't mind the enemies being super high level, super spongy. That's whatever. I like fighting. I like fighting spongy enemies sometimes because it kind of makes me feel, it gives me a challenge. Sometimes, I'm not challenged enough in this game. But when my loadout is restricted and my conclave rating is restricted like it is here, it just doesn't make the game, it just makes the game not fun. I don't want to play with just the Galatine or just the Skindo Prime. I just don't want to do that. If I had the Dread with me, or Paris Prime, or a Boltor Prime, or any of my normal weapons that I use, this would have been much more fun for me. It would have been a challenge, but it would have been fun. Now this way, I mean, my Skindo Prime's not bad, but I'm not gonna kill a level 130 Grenier Heavy Gunner with my Skindo Prime. It's not gonna happen. So I'm not a big fan of how this tactical alert basically artificially made the difficulty higher. I'm just not a big fan. But the reward, once you finish all 5 waves of the interception, is a Rift Sigil, which you'll be seeing right at the end of the video. Basically, the base version of it is very dull and pale, not pale, but very dull, and it's very lackluster. You can't really even tell it's there. But once you get your energy to max level in a mission, it really brightens up, and you can really see it fully on your frame, and it looks really cool. If this sigil wasn't such a rare thing, and because not everyone is capable, not everyone has the gear to get this sigil, and it wasn't such a cool looking sigil, I would not have cared. But that sigil made it kind of all worth it for me. I've never really been a big fan of the big gaudy obvious sigils, like the whoosh, I'm a part of X syndicate, or this is my mastery rank. Like, I've never really been a big fan of those, and I'm happy to see something that's a little bit more subtle and that's a little bit more toned back, and it kind of it's subtle and it doesn't really blind you, I guess. But yeah, the alert itself isn't bad. It's not great. I really hope Digital Extremes doesn't get in the habit of doing this, with other tactical alerts. Like, oh, you finished the first tactical alert, but here's a new one where the enemies are level 600. Ha ha, nerds. I really hope this is not something that, develops. There's a couple of interesting theories on the forums and on Reddit that say that the reason Digital Extremes released this new version of the tactical alert is in response to people, farming Draco Interception and Stefano Interception and other interception type maps for reputation. Kind of like Digital Extreme basically saying fuck you to rep farmers, which I don't really believe. I don't think Digital Extremes would be that callous, and I don't think they care enough, really. you know, I feel like they have fixed the problem with rep farming with the last Syndicate update. So I think most of that is people just being bitter about about the rep farming being ruined, but that's going to wrap up this episode. All in all, this tactical alert, artificially difficult. I'm not a big fan, but the reward was pretty cool, and I'm a big fan of it. So, but please stay tuned for more Warframe Wednesdays. That's my Warframe show that I do every Wednesday, where I tackle issues in the community with Warframe, not specifically like new content or builds or anything. It's more of just me shooting the shit about Warframe. My last episode was the last one was about PvP changes that are upcoming in Update 16. So please feel free to check that out and check out future updates. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel immensely. And so the next couple of frames you're going to be seeing here is the Rift Sigil. Now the first one you're going to see is just me on my Lisette, and that's its like basic form. Like I said, it's very pale. This is where I have about 3/4 of an energy. And this here is when I'm at max energy. You can see that it's really rippling, and it's quite obvious, but it's subtle at the same time. It's not in your face. But thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you next time.